So, The Guardian are against comedy and light-hearted fun yet again. For those of you that are big fans of this channel, you will know that I run a fortnightly live stream with Discordia and guests to laugh at just incredibly insane Guardian articles. So it should be self-evident that I have a bit of a hate boner when it comes to The Guardian. But while Guardian include lines such as this: "We don't accept presumed consent in sex. Why should we accept it in politics?" What?
What? That's...
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the concept of parliamentary rape.
There essentially seems to be very little harm done. However, The Guardian and people who write for The Guardian are up in arms and trying to get a legal battle on their hands. In July, Jess Phillips was having a bit of a go at the Guardian meme generator. Discordia did a little video in July covering this, and this is a screenshot from that video, in which you could see Jess Phillips complaining about the fact that there are obviously, and I mean obviously, fake Guardian headlines on the web. And as Discordia quite rightly points out in her video, Jess Phillips needs to understand the idea of parody, satire, and, comedy. But if you want a quick rundown on what happened with that episode, link to that video is in the description as usual. But it's gone a bit beyond Jess Phillips whinging on Twitter about this. So for those of you that don't know, there is a Twitter account called the Gláeddyv. Twitter handle Gláeddyv meme. So to even the most retarded person, this is clearly a meme account. It is a parody. But its description is wrongthink, newspeak, thought crime, directly from the fictional department at the Ministry of Truth. Parody! It even says in the description, parody. And the description editor is another parody account. And just for a quick taster of what you can get from this account, you can get tweets that are clearly parodying Guardian articles, such as opinion, "My blue passport has arrived, and with it a crushing sense of defeat. But I know we can still win this," by Zoe Williams, and "Right-wing transphobia is behind teens refusing to consume gender-fluid pornography," by Munro Bergdorf. And it's posted with pictures with absolutely no link to The Guardian whatsoever. It is obviously nothing to do with it. It is, by everyone's account, obviously a parody. And it doesn't even use the old Guardian meme generator that is used to make great memes such as this. From Owen Jones, how laughing at The Guardian became my new favourite live stream, and why it should be yours too. Among with similar ones from Jess Phillips, as you will probably have seen in the Discordia video, assuming you watched it. And it became popular when there was a hashtag trolling The Guardian going on Twitter. And everybody knew it was parody, everyone knew it was a joke, and obviously The Guardian still had a problem with it, as seen through Jess Phillips, and as seen as we are about to see now. So this Gláeddyv account put out this tweet the other day. "The Guardian have set their lawyers on me. Well, not me, but someone else they think is me. The Guardian hate being mocked so much they've invoked the DCMA citing copyright. Next they'll be demanding that I put against the wall and shot for making a joke. It seems the guy behind the most excellent Guardian meme maker was the real target, and he's unemployed, suffering from lung cancer, and has young kids, so he's decided to pull the plug. Hashtag trolling The Guardian must have upset too many snowflakes. Celebrate that you did that." So at this point, I think we should all let out our inner Morrissey and basically say fuck The Guardian. There is absolutely no excuse to go after someone who has lung cancer, no matter how much they mock you. But this is the whole thing of The Guardian. They do nothing but virtue signal, and they have about as much real virtue as a man who masturbates in public. So this is what The Guardian did next. They emailed the hosting websites of guardianmeme.win with this particular email provided by the Gláeddyv. Now it's quite long, so I'm basically just going to pick out the big parts, but link in the description if you want to have a look yourself. "Dear Sirs, take down notice, copyright infringement on www.guardianmeme.com. As you know, we act for the Guardian News and Media Limited, GNM, whose registered office is blah 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 blah. GNM is a publisher of The Guardian and The Observer, both of which are well-known and long-standing national newspapers published in the UK. GNM also operates a website accessible at www.theguardian.com. We are writing with regard to the website available at www.guardianmeme.com known as the offending website, we've been informed by Cloudflare Incorporated that you are the hosting provider for the offending website. The copyright works. Our client is the owner or a licensee of the copyright, which subsists in various photographs, which is used in The Guardian, The Observer, and or The Guardian website. Of relevance to this letter is the copyright which subsists in the photographs, the URLs of which are listed on the left-hand column in the table in Annex 1, which we refer to collectively as works. So essentially, because the Guardian meme generator uses official pictures from the Guardian website, that is a good enough reason for a cease and desist. Now, I'll be honest, I'm no expert on law, but as far as I'm aware, parody is a transformative work, which should put the use of these photographs with the fake headlines as under fair use. If there are any lawyers that watch this, please do correct me in the comments and I will pin it. And the rest of that paragraph just goes into details on laws to do with copyright, which I'm sure give The Guardian a good case, but I would be happy to see this go to court, and I wouldn't be surprised if they lost. But this email goes on. The offending website have produced copies of the works and communicated the works to the public by uploading the copies of the offending website, which is publicly accessible to the United Kingdom. Each time the offending website is accessed by a member of the public, each of the works, or a substantial part of the works, is reproduced. For ease of reference, we enclose this as Annex 2, a printout of the offending website. Our client has not authorised these acts of the operator of the offending website, nor why would they, The Guardian is against comedy, and our client has no reason to believe that the copyright owner, where that person is not our client, has authorised these acts. Accordingly, the copying of the works and the communication of the works to the public infringes the copyright which subsists in the works. But again, as I said before, as far as I'm aware, that should be covered by parody and fair use. So on the final paragraph of the email, it says, pursuant to that directive, we hereby request that you act expeditiously to remove or disable access to the offending website, which they have done, which to be fair, I don't blame them because you don't want to get in a legal battle, and disclose to us the name, physical and or electronic address, and any other contact details which you have of the operator of the offending website, so that, if necessary, The Guardian can bring legal proceedings against that individual or entity for their acts of copyright infringement. If we receive confirmation within 7 days of that date of this letter that you have removed or disabled access to the offending websites, then our client will take no further action against you in respect of this matter. However, if the confirmation at point 1 above is not received within 7 days, then our client reserves the right to issue proceedings against you seeking relief for infringement of copyright. So basically, do what we say or we're taking you to court. Okay, fair enough. I do believe that's generally how courts work anyway. So now that the Guardian meme generator is gone, thanks to the Guardian not being able to take a joke, because seriously, I really don't think the Guardian actually care that they are using the same pictures as the Guardian. I think they would have tried to get them in any legal way they could, and the pictures just happen to be the best way for them. Because as shown in Discordia's video, people really don't like being mocked, especially when they're in power. And also, this isn't the first time the Guardian have tried to take people to court for reasons that are beyond the pale. For instance, from this article about this whole episode, they point out that in 2015, lawyers for The Guardian wrote to Martial Arts Guardian opposing the latter's title to attempt to trademark its name. So basically, if you have Guardian in the name of your publication, The Guardian's going to come after you. But they also point out that at the time, they noted that there were at least 50 publications in the UK with the name Guardian in the title. So The Guardian does not have a monopoly on the word Guardian when it comes to publications. But it just goes to show how absolutely petty they are, and it's why I think they wouldn't win a court case on this. Because again, parody is equal to fair use. Parody, comedy, mockery, it has always been protected by fair use. And I think that's the way it should be. So if you can't handle being mocked, I say get out the kitchen and don't try and start a legal battle. Speaking of mocking The Guardian, as I said before, every 2 weeks, me and my lovely co-host Discordia laugh at The Guardian with guests. The live stream this week will be on Friday at 8 PM, so make sure not to miss it. And to finish off, here is a visual representation of exactly what that is like. So if you enjoy laughing at The Guardian and their nutty articles like I do come along and watch it. It's a fun time. But in the meantime, that is everything I had for you today. So as usual, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.